Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Tactical Bacon 00 here, bringing you a quick look of Need for Speed Rivals. Need for Speed Rivals is a racing game brought to you by EA. The total size of the install is 17 it's 17 gigs after patching. On the PS4, not on the PC. This is my first PS4 quick look, and we'll be looking at certain PS4 specific problems and other things that might be related to that. The PS4 version of this game has been widely regarded as the best version, with the PC port having problems with frame rate being locked at 30 frames, and the Xbox One version being not as graphically awesome. Now, this is the title screen. After that short loading, I hit X, and before it even does anything, it has to sign into EA servers, which takes a little bit longer than it should. And then it finds a game to join, which is pretty great. Then it throws you into a loading screen. A loading screen. A loading screen. A loading screen. This game is fully installed on my PS4 hard drive. It is not reading it off disk or anything. This is the absolute best speed that could possibly be acquired on the PS4. It actually offers some useful tooltips on the loading screen, which is nice. I really do appreciate that. Alright, so this right here is my racing career. You can do racing and you can do cop. If you're a racer, you have options to personalize your car. You can also upgrade certain performance aspects, and you also have a much larger variety of cars. You do have to buy each car that you want, and then you can upgrade it. You're also able to equip Pursuit Tech. Pursuit Tech ranges anything from electrostatic fields, EMPs, jammers to jam other tech hits, shockwaves, stun mines, and of course turbo to make yourself go super, super fast. All these cost speed points, which you earn by doing various things while driving, such as breaking the rules, finishing events, and basically performing well. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my turbo in here to level 2. Level 2 turbo allows it to be more effective, and it also gives you more uses before you must go to a repair center and refill that. Alright, as always, before we get too far into it, we go into the options menu. Audio sliders, different sliders for music and sound effects. Really appreciate it. I can't have any music on during this review because it is all licensed music and will get instantly flagged by YouTube. So, you can change sound and music separately. Dynamics, I'm not entirely sure what this does. I've used it at 100, I've used it at 0, cannot find a difference. Also, this game defaults to being online all the time, so if you leave voice chat on, you get screeching 12-year-olds in your headset. Not that great. Or if you don't have a headset, it goes right through your TV. Woo! Game settings, you can adjust brightness, turn on subtitles, change your units. Overwatch, which changes, it integrates some friends list things. And then of course resetting your settings. Controls are not changeable at all. Boo! Okay. So that's the settings menu. Yeah. Also, if you are on your PlayStation 4, the light on the controller is red when you are a racer. It is a very bright red, which may reflect off of your TV screen or other reflective surfaces. When you are a cop, it is blue. Alright, let me spend some upgrades really quick. I think I'm going to boost my speed, my top speed. Also going to increase my acceleration. And I am also going to increase the control. Other games might call that handling. I'll also increase the durability so that it does not blow up as quickly. So that, I just spent all of my money. Now, onto the map. As you can see in the bottom left there are 6 people in each game session. You can see where the real people are in-game. You can see them driving around the map. You can see them doing whatever. It does not appear that there are any real police cars in here. It also appears that out of the 6 people in the game, 4 of the people... Oh, wait. Someone just spawned in. 3 of the people now are idling in their safe houses. So even if you are in a safe house, it lets you idle in-game, taking up a spot that could be used by someone actively willing to play. There are no police officers being played by real people in this game, so I'm just going to go ahead and start at my favorite spawn point here. As a racer, you can spawn at any event. You can also do that as a police officer. If you want to spawn at a safe house, you can also do that if you would like. This means that if you are at a safe house, you can go to any event instantly without having to drive there. There we go. That's my Lamborghini. Tack Bacon license plate. Let's drive. I did need to go into my mixer settings and adjust the bass. This game is extremely heavy on the bass and does not... I have not found a way to change that. With the engines always revving, with music pumping through the speakers, you are always blasting bass. It is kind of ridiculous to the point where I had to manually reduce the bass. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why. It just is. Overall, I can tell you the graphics in this game are very, very superb. All of the reflections, all of the textures, the aliasing. It looks like there is at least 2x anti-aliasing being run on this game, which is fantastic. I do not see any jaggies. I am playing on a 120Hz monitor at 1080p. This game is absolutely beautiful. All the dust effects, being able to look around, very, very well put together. Graphically, it is a wonderful game. The feeling that you get of the speed when you're going fast, it's amazing. They really nailed the field of view and pulling it back when you are racing and going fast. It just feels really good. Okay, so that is the core aspect. One of the things that I do not like, as you can see my driver here, you can see him turning the wheel. He looks like he's turning the wheel like a very old person. He does not turn the wheel very fast. And when you are going at 150 miles an hour, it becomes very apparent that he does not turn the wheel fast enough to turn around corners. Even with fully maxed out control stats, it is amazing how that feels. Okay. A police officer just started chasing me. And it looks like they are losing me very quickly. I'm escaping right now, as you can see by the monitor on the bottom of the screen. When that meter fills all the way up, then you have escaped the police. One thing I've noticed when playing online that does not occur in single player, cops sometimes randomly spawn on that very last bar when it's going through the escape. There it is, pursuit resumed. I don't see a police officer anywhere. I don't see them on my map. I don't see them for real. They just show up out of nowhere. That police officer was not there. The one that you see coming up behind me was not there. It's really remarkable how the police officers just spawn out of nowhere. I've also noticed in certain events, such as races, hot pursuits, things like that, there is some severe rubber banding going on. That is when you get really far behind, everyone else slows down and waits up for you to pass them. Alright, enough of that. As you can see on the right side of the screen, those are certain level goals. In order to get to the next racer level, you have to complete those goals on the right side of the screen. once you complete those goals on the right side of the screen, you have completed the racer level, and we'll be able to advance, unlock new cars, and new tech, stuff like that. Fantastic things. The only thing I have left to win right now is a head-to-head. A head-to-head race is when you see another racer racing. You hit the L1 button, and it triggers a immediate race, picks a random destination, usually within about 5 miles. Within about 5 miles distance. And oh gosh, these police officers are being ridiculous. And I'm about to be hit by an EMP. And it's gonna get hit. Don't hit me. And fly over the edge. Woo! Alright. So I'm gonna try to escape the cops, which is very difficult in online because they do like to appear out of nowhere. Head-to-head challenge. So that racer that you saw jumping a few moments ago, there he is. Okay, so this racer that is coming up on my right, you can challenge him to a head-to-head by hitting L1. So I'm going to do just that. Alright, and it instantly sets a course on your mini-map in the bottom left-hand corner. When you get to the end of that course, that is the finish line. You can basically race anyone, whether they be real or AI, just like that. It appears that he ran into a wall or something because I am no longer racing him. Or he is so far behind that I can't even see him. Alright, so as you drive more and more crazy, you earn multipliers. As you can see, the times 4 in the top middle of my screen, that is my current multiplier. That will multiply your speed points times whatever that is. Which means the more crazy you drive, the longer your session is, the more points you earn. If a police officer busts you while you are holding on to points, you will lose all of them. Which gives pretty good motivation to avoid getting caught by the police. I also have 0.3 miles to get to the finish line for this race. And I just won that head-to-head. Now I need to get to my hideout to bank all of those points that I just earned. And then I'll be able to spend those points, unlock new cars, and do all that amazing stuff. For the racers, there are events such as... Where's the hideout? I'm about to get busted. Bank. Okay. For the racers, the events are Interceptor, where it instantly puts you in the police chase. A cop starts chasing you, and you have to get away as fast as possible. There's Hot Pursuit, where you earn a race of 5 racers. You are one of them, with police chasing you. You have to try to win the race without getting busted by the police. And then there's just a regular race where police officers might find you. Alright, just completed that challenge. And unlocked all kinds of score. Rank increased. New livery available. Pursuit tech. Performance upgrades. New car. Oh gosh. That is probably something licensed. It's amazing that it didn't respect my choice for music volume on that. Thanks. Thanks, EA.
I will push harder.
Alright, and now I have achieved the next level, which means I get to pick a new set of goals to unlock the Porsche 918 Spyder. Let's see, drive. That one appears pretty easy, actually. I think I'm going to go for the drive. Pursuit. They are just different sets of goals and races.
I will push him.
I'm going to go for the drive goals.
I will push harder.
Okay.
Further than fate is willing to go.
So what you hear him talking about in the background is fate. As a police officer, these racers, this is the plot of the game. These racers have been terrorizing people, and you are an undercover police officer going by the name Fate, spelled F8. That is basically the entirety of the plot. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to be running the Ferrari Let me try that again. I'm going to be running the Ferrari 458 Italia to try to accomplish my goals. Now I have to gold any rapid response. Rapid response is a game type where you are trying to... What are you trying to do in rapid response? Rapid response. You are trying to get to the incident as fast as possible. It's a time trial. That's what it is. Also, gold any interceptor. You are in pursuit of a car and you have to destroy them. That is it. That is all there is. So I have to gold those two events as a police officer. The police officer works basically the same as the racer, except instead of challenging someone in a head-to-head, you can challenge them by trying to bust them. In order to bust a racer, you either have to trap them in a corner, where they cannot escape, or you have to damage their vehicle beyond repair. Lots of loading screens. Alrighty then. The police cars I've noticed are fairly weak compared to the racer cars. They're a little bit more durable, but they are not as fast. They're not as fun to drive. And they're just generally boring. So we see these two racers here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my lights and see if I can catch one of them. Oh, there's that turning that I told you about. It just seems like they don't turn fast enough, or they turn too far, or something. I lost the racers. Okay, okay. Racers? Anywhere? Also, the police chatter that seems to go on when you are a racer, or a cop, is ridiculous. They put in way too much police chatter. And it's quiet enough to where you can almost not understand it, but it's loud enough to where it's irritating that you can't understand it, if that makes any sense. I'm having some difficulty finding a racer. So I'll go ahead and start this interceptor event, which is right here. Alright, bust a racer in 2 minutes to get gold. That is the goal right now. Oh, that 2-inch curb now. Can't hop that. That would be ridiculous. Also, I forgot to buy Pursuit Tech for my police officer. So I'm here just in a plain car with no bonuses or anything like that. Oh, he's got shockwaves, by the way. And nitrous. And I can't turn. Wow. Let's see. Get out of here. Let's see if maybe I can stop him. Maybe. Follow him in the mirror. Oh, so my car is way less durable than his. And shockwave. Maybe there's a repair station? Possibly. Possibly a repair station? Possibly I'm about to die? Yeah, my car just wrecked. Fantastic. So that is what you're stuck with as a police officer. You are stuck being a weaker vehicle, which is less fun to drive, and hearing inane police chatter all the time. there is really nothing else that I can tell that there is to this game. There are events, there's an open world, there is very light online multiplayer. There's no way that I can tell to invite your friends to a race. And it just seems very boring. It seems like they had to rush this out right as the console generation launched. And they didn't have time to do anything else. Which is really unfortunate. I feel like there could be predefined races that you could invite your friends to. Other things like that. And it looks like this is all there is. There's maybe 3 or 4 different types of events. A bunch of cars that look really, really pretty. But it just feels like there isn't enough content here to warrant a $60 purchase. On top of the $400 console. That is just what it feels like. Anyways, I believe that is it. This has been Tactical Bacon 00 taking a quick look at Need for Speed Rivals. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bacon out.